So now we come to 7th B. This is Narendra Kumar from NRK Academy, and today our lesson is a plea for India. A plea. Plea is a very beautiful word. Plea. Plea means really appealing or begging in a very strong way, in a passionate way. Asking people, think, listen to us. So plea for India. So there's a very nice poem about how we Indians should be and the kind of things we are doing now to not develop India and what we should do to develop India as a country. The first line goes like this: we Indians are proud to be a strong nation. So all of us, we say we are very proud to be Indians. We Indians are proud to be a strong nation. Our roots, we declare, cannot be shaken. So we say that we've got very wonderful roots, we've got a rich culture, great diversity, all that. So our roots, we declare, cannot be shaken. Then why these fights, which leave us in poor plight? So why these fights? We are always fighting on so many grounds, so many issues. Then why these fights, which leave us in poor plight? Plight, P-L-I-G-H-T, poor plight, state. Plight means in a negative state of existence. Irrespective of our region, forget the castes which make us lose our charm. So the poet says, forget the castes, irrespective of our region, wherever we are, forget the castes which makes us lose our charm. So the charm is lost. Let's ignore the selfish call of each region. Let's ignore the selfish call of each region. Everybody is selfish. Every region says, this is my region and I want this. Let's ignore that. Ignore means leave it. Don't hear it. And listen for once to the call of the nation. So don't divide yourself into regions. Listen for once the call of the nation. Why do we spend our time bickering? Why do we spend our time bickering? Which is, bickering means B-I-C-K-E-R-I-N-G. Bickering means always fighting. Fighting. Bickering means always fighting on small things. Why do we spend our time bickering when so many tasks need finishing? That's so true, isn't it? So much of we have to do and achieve. So many tasks need finishing. Don't we have better things to do? Don't we have better things to do than indulge in creating problems anew? There are two words here. Than indulge. Indulge means, spending time on something, which is not correct, which you're addicted to, kind of thing, So then indulge in creating problems anew, in a new way. Is all this violence needed with the people being cheated? Who will return this only son whom she loves a ton? Who will return this only son whom she loves a ton? Who will bring back his brother whose ashes he is still to gather? Where has all the love gone? Where has all the love gone? Which resided in the heart of all. Which resided in the heart of all. There was love in everybody. Where has the love gone? The world has become, the India and even the world has become so loveless. There is no reason to be proud. Finally, the poet says, there's no reason to be proud and be on high cloud. We should not be on high cloud. We are a great country. There is no reason to be proud and we don't have to be on a high cloud. We have to go a long way. We have to go a long way. There is so much work, so much of resurrection, so much of, repairing to be done. He says, we have to go a long way. We have to think seriously. Else we end up miserably. Then let our minds throw out the rot. And finally, he says, we have to think seriously, else we end up miserably. And then let our minds throw out the rot. Rot means the rotten things in our country. And devote our time to pious thoughts. Pious, divine, deep, silent, wonderful thoughts. Let us control the riots. The fight between two communities or two castes or two religions, which leave us with no choice but to hang our heads in shame. So when people kill each other in the name of religion, region, caste, it makes our heads hang in shame. And say we have miserably failed. We have the power to win. So why not end this din? Din means noise, din, noise. Let us unite and fight against those who incite. who start. Incite means start, initiate, incite. Let us not be misled. Let us not be misled. Let us not be misled. Misled. Led, misled. Wrongly shown a path. But by those who want us to see dead. Let us not be misled by those who want to see us dead. We are a strong, united nation. All we need is a bit of dedication. So we need only a bit of dedication. That's the simple and very beautiful poem. Very simple poem. Very heartful poem. I'll read again and you will understand the poem. So nice and clear and simple it is. We Indians are proud to be a strong nation. Our roots we declare cannot be shaken. Then why these fights, which leave us in poor plight? Irrespective of our region, forget the caste, which makes us lose our charm. Let's ignore the selfish call of each region and listen for once to the call of the nation. Why do we spend our time bickering, fighting, when so many tasks need finishing? Don't we have better things to do than indulge in creating problems, new problems? Is all this violence needed? Is all this violence needed? With the people being cheated? Who will return this only son whom she loves a ton? Who will bring back his brother whose ashes he is still to gather? They have been killed. Where has all the love gone? Where has all the love gone? Which resided in the heart of all. There is no reason to be proud and be on high cloud. High cloud. We are very happy and all. We have to go a long way. We have to think seriously. Lest we end up miserably, then let our minds throw out the rotten things. So that is a poem. And then one more paragraph is there. And devote our time to pious thoughts, deep pious thoughts, good thoughts. Let us control the riots, RIOTS, fighting between regions, between people, which leave us with no choice but to hang our heads in shame. When people do riots, we have to hang our heads in shame and say we have miserably failed. We have the power to win. So why not end this din, D-I-N, din, the sound, din. Let us unite and fight against those who incite. Let us not be misled or to see us dead. We are a strong, united nation. All we need is a bit of dedication. So we have a nice poem. Now let's look at the words we have learned. Plight, a difficult or sad situation. I told you plight is a difficult situation or sad situation, a crisis. Bicker, argue about things that are not important. Bickering, always bickering, fighting, which are not important, small things. Pious, showing a deep respect for God, for religion, for goodness. Din, a loud, unpleasant noise that lasts for a long time. There's a huge din in the street, you say. Incite is encourage or stir up, start violent or unlawful behavior. So that is the 5 words: plight, bicker, pious, P-I-O-U-S, D-I-N, din, and incite. Definitely, these are not very difficult words. We can feel the words and feel the meaning. So this is a poem about how India should be without riots. So that has always been a problem in history, isn't it? Throughout history, if you see, people have been fighting. The whole of history is nothing but people fighting. It's still continuing. And this poet, in a heartbreaking voice says, why are we doing this? Let us not do this. Let us live like human beings. We don't have to live like this. That is the lesson for today. The lesson for today is, let us be loving, caring, have a regard for every human being all around the world as our own. Thank you so much. This is NRK Academy signing out. I hope you enjoyed this poem and you have felt inspired to do something for the country. Thank you so much.